You ready? I'm talking to you. We see it. Talking to you. Are you? Talking to you. Are you? Talking to you. You ready? I'm talking to you. We see it. Talking to you. I'm talking to you. Talking to you. Run.
We got Beasley on your beat. What's good, bro?
Yo, what's happening, man? Shout out to AFM. You know what I mean? It's always a pleasure to be on. Summer Madness 6 this weekend. Make sure y'all come out. It's going to
Talk
be
about it.
fun. You know.
Talk about it. What's the matchup, Beasley? We got to talk about this. What's the matchup?
Matchup, man. JC Rum Nitty.
Mm.
Come on, man. That's lyrical warfare right there at its finest. And now we're bringing that type of lyricism to the big stage. Let's see how that transfers, how that translates. That's going to be interesting. Then you got my man T-Top going up against Av. Av is coming back. He got something to prove. He got a chip on his shoulder. There's been the accusations, of him allegedly taking bars. He's not playing. T-Top has been prepared for like 2 weeks, he's been telling me. Like, finished rapping with his rhymes and everything, prepared. Like, he's been very, very prepared. Like,
okay.
So I'm very, anxious to see, because I think they both have something to prove right now, And then, then you got Calico and Briz Rothstein. Like, that shit sounds insane. That's going to be crazy. Calico, a veteran, hasn't been on the stage in some time. He's coming back. I just was in L.A. Last week because, we did this thing with Verizon and Kevin Lyle's company, 300. 300 Entertainment is the label that, like, Young Thug is signed to, Fetty Wap and a few others. And they have some competition where, guys would freestyle over a beat, and then, like, 10 of them would be selected, and then they win a prize of $10,000 and a recording contract and a little promo push. And they actually, we did it in New York, and then we did it again in L.A., and then they actually had them battling. I mean, it was nowhere near like what a URL battle would be. It was like mostly, it was all off the top, allegedly off the top, and no one knew who they were battling first, and they battled over beats. So it was something totally different. But when I was out there, I ran into Calico, and he was so relaxed. Like, he's walking around like he's like a Jedi or something. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, Beasley, I'm finished. I wrote my rhymes. I know what I want to say, and I'm only going to rhyme for about 3 minutes and change, and I'm done. I don't need to rhyme for a long time. If Briz chooses to do so, he can. And, the other hand, Briz Rothstein is on some, yo, don't time me, I'm rhyming. I come in what I have to say. I'm prepared, and I'm going to talk to that man. You know what I mean? So they're both, ready to go. Just one is a little more turned up, and the other one is just confident. They both sound confident, but it's just the expression of it is just different.
Okay.
And then that's 3 battles, and then you have, of course, 2 of the most angry, hot-headed individuals to ever walk the planet: Hitman Holla and K-Shine. You know what I mean? That'll be a very, very interesting matchup to see, who's really going to bring it. Two performance-based MCs. They got bars as well, but, they're more so really known for their performance. So what is that going to bring? What are we going to see? You know what I mean? Like, who's going to outperform who? Who has the energy to last? K-Shine ain't backing down. Hitman's not backing down. So that's going to be a great, great matchup. And then, of course, we have arguably the biggest name in battle rap currently, which is Hollow the Don, in terms of, actual ticket sales, turnout, energy, and, of MCs that are currently battling. You got to say Hollow's, probably one of the biggest, and he's going up against, one of the most one of the fan favorites, K-Rock. You know what I mean? Who's always prepared, who rarely has a bad night. You know what I mean? If you look at this man's average, he shows up every time. You know what I'm saying? Even if the times that you don't think if you say, okay, he might have got edged or he lost this match, he shows up. There's a level of entertainment there. You know what I mean? So, I just saw Hollow. So he actually flew Hollow in early because, he's based out in Florida. And, you know, all those storms and everything, so we were paranoid. So we had to reprogram another ticket to make sure he's in town. So Hollow's here in New York already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And you also got a surprise battle.
Huh?
You also got a surprise battle, right? Or no?
I mean, if I told you, it wouldn't be a surprise. Who knows?
Hey. Say again, your phone was cutting out. Say it again.
Oh, and if it was a surprise battle, if I mentioned what it was, it wouldn't be a surprise.
Oh, no, I'm not asking who. I'm saying plus you have a surprise
battle. You know, I have a surprise battle for the ticket purchasers. You know what I mean? The people that bought it. You know what I mean? Who showed up? You know what I'm saying? They would definitely get a special treat. I'm pretty sure they're gonna like it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm just excited about it. I'm really hyped. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't get a ticket, man, definitely get the pay-per-view. Everybody, you know what I mean? You know, come and watch it, man. It's gonna be crazy, dog. Watch thatalive.com.
Hey, B, there are rumors out. Are there more tickets available right now?
Yeah, there's a few tickets left. You know, somebody else asked me about this, and you know, you have to understand, there's never been a Summer Madness that sold out in advance. It just, like, it sells out, but it'll sell out like the day of the show. You know what I'm saying? The only two events that we ever had that was way sold out in advance was Rookies and Vets and Gnome 7, which just happened. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, I'm very confident it's about 900 tickets sold. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the venue holds so much. I'm talking about that's in advance. That was the last count that I got this morning. By the time tomorrow comes, it will be sold out, but I'm not going to lie to the public. It's sold out if it's not completely at the mark that we're trying to reach. You know what I'm saying? But I saw people saying, oh, it's not sold out. Is that bad? There's no league selling 900 advance tickets. It just doesn't happen. No one's doing that. You know what I'm saying? No one's selling 500 tickets in advance or 400, let alone having that amount of people in the building. So you figure, even if I didn't sell one more ticket from this point, do you not think, you know, another 150 to 300 people are going to show up to try to buy tickets the day of? You know, a lot of these guys are from the streets, so they don't buy them. But, like, most of the time when we do sell out on our events, you know what I mean, it happens like the day of the show. So you'll go into the event with, like, you know, 750 tickets sold, and then, like, you know, another 400 people will show up and buy tickets and get on that line in the morning and purchase them. But I'm telling you guys is that I'm already at about 900 tickets. So by the time tomorrow comes, and you know, usually the tickets sell the most on the weekend. That's when you get the most action. So, like, from tomorrow,
niggas get paid and shit like that.
Yeah, that's when it's coming. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, I'm very happy. I'm very content. You know, even though I'm selling the stream, if I have a few more tickets that I'm actually selling, I'm not going to lie to the people and say it's completely sold out, and it's not. That's corny. You know what I'm saying? So then when it really, you know, I'm doing it when it really is. But, I mean, shit, that's a lot of tickets. Average rapper at Urban Plaza doesn't sell 900 advance tickets. Especially at $100.
All right, so it's not a big problem with the ticket sales. See, from the outside looking in, it seems like that. Yeah, it's not sold out. With these names, with these matchups you have on the card.
Right. Well, I mean, people are saying that because Gnome 7 was sold out. You know what I mean? But it's like anything else. You know, there's going to be times where something, you know, there's a particular match, like a Rex and a Shine, but people never thought they would battle, so the talk is like they're battling, so people just want to hear the dirt and they want to see what it is. So that particular event sold out in advance, and then Rookies and Vets, because it was something new and unique, sold out in advance. But there's not any event, period, that is selling out over 1,000 tickets in advance on a consistent basis. There's not an event that you can tell me from a league that's selling 400 tickets in advance or 300 tickets in advance. Doesn't happen. So I'm saying, you know, we're at 900 in advance, which is actually more probably than previous Summer Madnesses. You know what I mean? But it's just it's not, you know, it's not the number. We're shy of the number. We're a few, maybe, you know, 50 to 100 shy of the number that I like to say that, you know, when we announce that it's sold out.
but it'll sell out. Like even Hollow and Charlie Clips, it sold out as we were walking into the venue. Was the last few tickets that were available, it sold out as we were walking in. So we still have about 3 days, but it's not a problem. Like, oh, there's 900 tickets sold in advance. Who sells 900 tickets in advance? Your favorite rapper at Urban Plaza that doesn't do battle rap does not sell 900 tickets in advance. Maybe not even get 900 in the building, and they're definitely not selling tickets for $500. For $100. You know what I mean? So we're in a great space. I'm excited, and that's what it is. But I'm not going to tell the people that it's sold out when it's my version of what sold out. What my sold out is the true sellout. Is the true, it's truly sold out. I'm never going to just say it's sold out to try to get a play on the stream. I want people to come and see it live because it's a totally different experience. And even if I don't care if it's 40 tickets shy of what I said it's going to be for it to be sold out, I'm never going to just say it's sold out if it's not truly sold out.
Hey Beasley, I'm going to ask you, what do you think of the battlers as far as promotion wise for the event? Do you think they've been up to par? Like, what is the standard for promotion? Like all the way around, what's the standard for the promo?
I think it's two things. They're urged to do. People are accustomed to a lot of the guys doing the blogging and the things that they've done in the past. But I think as we all grow as a culture and URL grows as a league, we have good promotion tactics and methods to sell our tickets and to get the people interested. I think that's more of an entertainment thing for the crowd to be more excited to see the battle. But a lot of the veterans or the guys that used to blog don't blog as much because they're actually bigger names now. Battle rap is more mainstream. You have the WWE doing battles and all types of shit, screaming smack and all this other stuff that people actually pulling from our culture and bringing it into the mainstream. So a lot of the artists see themselves as bigger artists, and they may feel that blogging and arguing with guys is beneath them, and stuff like that. Then there's also some guys get lazy because they know URL is going to promote. You know what I mean? Your time, if you follow me, Smack, Chico, URL, your timeline is destroyed by this promotion. The YouTube is loaded with Summer Madness promotion. Everybody knows when the event is taking place because we, put a foot forward. But to answer your question, some guys are going to promote, some guys aren't, some guys think they're cooler, some guys are lazy. We can't, wait for them to get ready. You know what I mean?
But Beasley, isn't it in the contract they have to promote?
Yeah, it is. It is. You know what I'm saying?
But they're not upholding that part of the contract, bro. As fans, we do want to be I'll be real with you, bro. Summer Madness 6 is coming up on Sundays, and a lot of people ain't even that amped because there's not that much going on. They're more concerned with us bloggers going back and shit like that. Mm-hmm. This is the biggest card possibly. Well, it is since Summer Madness.
That could be made. Basically, that could be made at this point in the culture. There's no other card that you can put together that would be better than what we got, is what you're saying.
Correct. Wait a minute.
Right?
Well,
it's one of the better cards that have been out. You know what I'm saying? Period. Not even for Summer Madness, just for battle rap, period. It's not really no card.
There go Beasley, man. There go Beasley. He take that extra mile right there, B.
Yeah. This is what we believe in. I don't think there's nothing that rivaled this card this year. There's nothing close that rivaled this card this year. And if it did, it would have more. It would sell more. There'd be more people there. Even without the artist pumping it, we're selling 900 tickets. It ain't no event this year that had 400 people in it.
Are you serious?
No. You show me the event that had 400 people outside of URL. Show it to me.
Mass?
Please, name it.
I think Mass had more than. I thought Mass attendance was okay,
No, go do the research on the size of the venue and get back to me.
Oh,
not hold that amount. No disrespect. That's a great turnout. They had a great event.
Yeah.
It looked phenomenal. I loved it. I'm not disrespecting the event. I'm just saying in terms of crowds and interest, you see the difference. It's clear.
And I'm really surprised, too, because I'm surprised at that. I figured that when Arsenal looked at that event going down, I figured that would have been, like, beyond sold out.
Yeah, I mean, things happen. You know what I mean? I think UW did an excellent job on promoting, and I think they did everything that they could possibly do. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't see those artists pretty much going, doing the promotion either. You know what I mean? They didn't do that. I mean, the promotion that they did do was UW putting their foot down and making blogs. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like the artist took the initiative to go to promote the event. You know what I mean? But ultimately, they got the job done and they committed. They completed their objective. Arsenal and Lux was a great battle. You know what I mean? I was there personally to witness it. I enjoyed myself. You know what I mean? But stuff happens, and sometimes things, people just don't come out for whatever reason, or they decide to stay home because it's a stream. It's a double-edged sword, with streaming now because, people say, well, maybe I won't go. Maybe I'll stay home. Maybe I will go. You just don't know what's going to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. And speaking of the stream, is it going to be, is it, my fault, bro, is the stream, like, let's talk about the stream. Is it a different stream from Born Legacy Supreme or what? Like
it's a totally different stream. Born Legacy Supreme was a smaller company. Well, it was the same company, but it was a smaller setup because it was a smaller event. Well, what people have to realize is if you look on our stream, we have stuff at the IP address. We'll get bootlegged 10 times more than any other league because it's the league. We're the league, and we have the battles that people care about the most. So our bootleg and our attack and the amount of attacks that are sent to our sites and our servers far exceed anyone else's. In terms of
quality.
What it is, the quality. We have for this stream we have a company called LiveX. Everybody feel free to Google them. They do stuff for Google. They do stuff for A&E. They do stuff for all the major companies. You know what I mean? It's not a cheap setup. We pull no stops for Summer Madness 6. In terms of how it will look, it will 3-4 cameras. It'll be the setup will be what it is. But there's a few things with the streams. Like if you're watching it on your PlayStation, you're not gonna. It's gonna freeze up. If you're watching it through trying to put it on your smart TV and run it through that server, it'd be better off to air it through your laptop and use the VGA cables and put it onto your screen as opposed to using it on there because, of all the things that, of when it shoots out. So those are things that people probably doing or trying to watch it in that way, and then that's where you get problems. That's not the optimal way to watch it. So the optimal way to watch it is on your computer, but if you want it on your TV, don't try to do it through the server that's on your smart TV. Use the VGA cables that hook from your computer to your screen. Use your screen as a monitor on your set, and you'll get the best quality.
Okay. All right. Okay. So Summer Madness is coming down in a couple of days. Hey, B, the battle rap community is going in a frenzy. Joe Budden has some words to say. He said battle rap is dead.
Okay. I don't remember. Joe Budden's my man. Joe, if you listen, this gets back to you. I got mad respect for Joe Budden. I'm not going to sit here and dump on him. That's his opinion. But Joe Budden hasn't come out to any events. Joe Budden can't, he's making an uninformed, decision maybe based on what he sees. Maybe he's not watching because, his main man is Surf and, we know Surf situation and maybe he hasn't been looking. But, I don't, Joe, I don't know the last time you sold 900 tickets before your show opened up at Urban Plaza, and I know your tickets are not $100 for general admission and $150 for VIP and $2 for the stage. I know that you're not selling tickets at that price point. So if you think that it's dead, come out and feel that line and that energy, man. You got a space to come out and enjoy the show this Sunday, September the 10th at Irving. I got tickets for you, Joe. Please come on down, and you're going to see firsthand that it's not dead. But, I think people get emotional about his statement because this is something that we love and that we enjoy, and his battle rap essentially is the place where lyricism lives right now. You know, it's the best representation of what hip hop truly is. Two people who are competing against each other, and they're saying to each other, "I'm better than you, and I'm willing to prove it in front of the world and risk it all." It's not happening in mainstream music. You know what I mean? The majority of mainstream music has changed, and what we know as hip hop is not what is popular. There is a derivative called trap music or turn up or whatever label you want to call it. It is a derivative of what hip hop is. It's more of a dance-based expression of the music. It does have some rhymes in it, but it's more so about a vibe and an energy. Not saying that it's inferior to what we know as hip hop when we think about Nas or Jay-Z or T.I. or Scarface. You know, it's a different era. It's a new form under the umbrella. But what happens is everybody always says that it's the same shit. It's all hip hop. It's all grouped together. Where when you have different genres of music, they'll say, "Oh, this is contemporary jazz. This is bebop. This is hard rock. This is metal. This is death metal." Even with newer music genres like techno, they'll say, "Oh, this is techno. This is acid jazz. This is, you know, there's different music. This is EDM. Yeah. There's different things." But with hip-hop, everything's just rap. If it's young black and Spanish people making the music, it's hip-hop. No, it's not hip-hop. If you look at the expression, these guys don't even call themselves rappers. They say that they're rock stars, and they express themselves with more of a homosexual dress code. They wear, you know, they paint their nails, they wear pocketbooks and chokers, and I'm not calling them gay, but their influence for fashion, their influence for fashion is a cross-dressing expression, which is not what hip-hop is. Hip-hop is a rough, aggressive form of expression, right? And that's what we get in battle rap, the aggression up in each other's faces, dudes just sweating and putting they all on the line, because that is the true expression of what we come from. What this other thing is that we're seeing, they'll sing and then they'll, you know, maybe kick like 6 bars and then they'll just mumble, but it's a vibe and an energy. And it's good for the clubs. I'm not here to shit on that music and say that it's whack or whatever. It's just not the same thing. And we need to identify that, because when you don't and you call that hip-hop, it eradicates lyricism. It doesn't make it important anymore. So any kid that's 10 or 11 years old and he's sitting in his kitchen, he's not trying to think of any complex rhymes or things to go on as the greats of rap that we know. He's saying, well, I'm going to put the auto-tune on. I'm going to mumble. I'm going to, you know, put a dress on and a pocketbook. Different expression. It is not the hip-hop expression. Battle rap is the hip-hop expression. You know, and you have a few guys who are still rapping. You got the Vic Mensa dude. You got J. Cole. You got Kendrick. You know, you got a couple of, you know, new guys coming up. But then there's also this dance, trap type of, you know, Atlanta-style based, you know, music stuff that comes out that people like for strip clubs and stuff like that. And it's all urban, but it's just a derivative of what hip-hop is. It's a different expression. So it's a subgenre. It's a subgenre.
Okay, we got to clear this up, because it's like, this battle rap is our shit. I don't like outside niggas coming and talking all this crazy shit about battle rap. That's not cool.
Right, exactly. Because if you want to be technical, you could say hip hop is dead. If you really want to be technical, Joe Budden, you could say that, because the music that you make, we love it. We like the rhymes and the metaphors and the stories and stuff like that, but that's not what's popular. It's not. It's not what's popular. So you know, I don't know if he, and I don't think he purposely meant to destroy it. It may have just been a misinformed opinion, but he has to realize when he says that, the reason why we're upset is because we're looking at it like, yo, man, this is the last place where there's fucking lyricism at, Joe Buttons. Why would you dump on that? Mm-hmm. You talk about dudes rhyming and why would you say something is dead? You know, this is you can't sell what URL sells in that same building. He can do the research. We beat Joe Budden in that building every single time we go there. URL has the record in Irving Plaza, period. That building's been in existence for 30 years doing shows. URL has the record in that building for the most sales and crowd in that building, and the most ever paid to a promoter. It is a fact.
How the hell you talking shit on battle rap? You can't even motherfucking sell out your goddamn so this shit crazy.
Right. And you're not selling at the same price point. His tickets are not $100. If Joe Budden goes to Irving Plaza, which he has performed at a lot of times, he does do well in the building. I'm not dissing him, but he's paying, it's $50. It's $45. It's not $100. It's not $150. It's not $225. And it is not as packed as a URL event. And I'm sure if he comes out to our event on Sunday, he will see that battle rap is very alive. Because Joe Budden is not selling 900 tickets before the show.
Talk about it. Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe by the time of the show, but he's not selling 900 tickets before the doors open. I've been to Joe Budden shows myself in that building. I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? I've been to
a lot of space. A lot of space to lay down and go to sleep and shit.
I've been to, I've seen Juicy J perform there. I've seen a number of stars performing there. And it may be packed, but there's letting a lot of people in for free. A lot of industry events, you know what I mean, where it's a promotion and they have a sponsor and, they let a certain amount of people in for free from the music industry and they pack the building that way. There's nobody in our genre or any other genre selling tickets for $100 and packing that building. It's not happening. So it's alive and well.
Okay, so all right.
I mean, my thing, it's Tony Bro and shit. I'm definitely gonna be there and shit like that. But my only thing is, number one, I mean, a guy who I think the type of rap that he did got traded for this new super stupid non-lyrical shit. And for him to say that is kind of blasphemous on that level, just to begin with. But what about how you guys assess quality? Because this is my point wasn't that, and I think we're gonna bring this up, the whole money aspect, kind of making the game a little weird, fucking it up. But my whole thing was the quality of big ticket battles, and I want to know what you guys think about that, because I think the big ticket battles not living up to what they were billed to do. Actually, that threw a dent in the game, if you want to say anything. But how does URL assess quality outside of who attended and how many pay-per-views were bought?
How do we assess do you mean the quality of the matches that transpired, or the quality of the event overall in terms of
after the fact, like when you guys are breaking down the battle, like what are you guys looking for to be like, okay, well, this is a good battle, outside of the fact that, it got 4 million views? Like, I don't know, or is it just
I look at certain battles, like if you look at Double Impact, right? If you look at Double Impact, certain matches that you're going to see on that, they're already approaching 1 million views, and others are not moving as fast. So, actually the crowds, the people kind of determine what they like, based on that. In terms of actual, performance as an event, of course, you break it down via ticket sales, you break it down via streams, and just overall, attention and excitement, media coverage, things of that nature are the barometer that you use to judge something,
You know what? You know what? I gotta go now. We got the Joe Budden up the way. We got some matters coming up on Sunday. Everybody knows us. Promote again for the pay-per-view.
Yes, it's on WatchBattleLive.com. BattleLive.com. Log on today. Purchase your live stream. Come support the culture that you love, man. There's a lot of suckers who try to bootleg. It's so soft and weird. It's weird. You're probably one of the pocketbook guys, because you really got to think about it. I would respect bootlegging if somebody was making a wage off of it. Like if they had it hooked up, or they had their PayPal and people were charging and it was getting over on the game or beating the system. Not that I would condone it or not, or try to shut it down, but I would respect it more, because then there's some reasoning behind it. But for you to just take it and go, yo, check my channel, watch my show. I got the stream. Don't pay. Come over here and watch it for free. And then you're the doja who paid for it, or you're the person who paid $100 and drove 2 hours, and then you're gonna put it online for free. You just gonna make it that easy for everybody else? You gonna be the butler or the top?
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
I ordered Born Legacy Supreme, and I'm gonna tell you right now, if you like number one, for y'all to be number one, I don't see how King of the Dot streams. I mean, just being honest, are better. They are better. Not trying to diss you, but in my opinion, they are. Like, okay. I'll be honest with you, bro. When I order this motherfucker, bro, and I can't watch it live because I work on Sunday. I'm very upset about that. I thought it was on Saturday. I didn't even know it was on Sunday. I'm off Saturday, but I work on Sunday. But my thing about it is the streams can't be terrible, bro, because I'm going to watch a bootleg. If I order it and I can't see it, why would I be mad at these things if they have a quality or some shit? It got to be a point where you got to understand, bro. It's not just about having a bootleg. It's glitching. So what, man? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? You still watch it. Like, nah, bro. That's not cool. That's not fair, right? That's not right. Like, the fans want good pay-per-view quality, bro. So right, I hear you with the bootleg. Trust me, I think that shit is corny. I want y'all to get y'all bread. I've been saying that. I feel like it shouldn't just be the battlers getting paid. Obviously, it should be y'all, too. Y'all built the subscribers up. Y'all built the brand up. But that has got to be taken care of. And I don't understand how and I don't want to say King of the Dot to make it sense. I'm trying to put y'all in a contention, but did you ever think of calling Avocado yourself? Like, hey, what you want to come over here and do our pay-per-view? Because for whatever reason, he don't got a problem with it.
Right. Nah, I've watched King of the Dot streams, and they're excellent streams. I think, they have great quality. You know what I'm saying? You can't deny it. Gotta give them, you give the credit. Well, clearly, you give the credit where it's due. You know what I mean? I think they do a phenomenal job with their streams. You know what I mean? I enjoy them. You know what I mean? In terms of the ones that we've had, or the times I've seen, some people say they didn't have a problem, others say that they have. For this event, you know what I'm saying? We've covered all bases. We're not doing, if you see the setup that we have, you will understand. Like, we spend a lot of money, dog. We spend a lot of money. This is not just look up that we hired for this event. You know what I'm saying? If you're, we are fully ready for this. You know what I'm saying? The company's called Live X. Look them up. Research them. You know what I'm saying? They do streams for everybody. They've done them for UFC. They've done them for everyone. You know what I mean? So I'm fully confident that the stream will be good.
Okay.
No
All right.
And I explained too what the optimal way to view them is. So hopefully everybody was listening for that. You know what I'm saying? Definitely view it on your computer. If you want to watch it on your TV, hook up your VGA cables and use your screen as a monitor. That is the optimal way to view the stream. We won't have any problems. Watching it through the gaming systems and stuff like that, you're not going to get the best quality or the best, you know what I mean? Okay. But in terms of what we're doing, you know what I'm saying, I'm very confident that it'll be, you know what I'm saying, what it needs to be.
Battle Rap crews. Yeah. What are their purpose in battle rap?
Yeah. Jesus. It's a bunch of guys who like hanging out with each other and they feel like, yo, let's do it. You know what I'm saying?
Is it not getting corny?
Is it not getting corny? I don't personally like it. I only think that there should be battle rap crews after because then you lose a lot of potential matchups that could have been great because they're on the same crew. So now this one can't battle this one. You know what I mean? Unless they fall out and they're not friends anymore. So that's why I don't like battle rap crews, because it limits battles that we can make.
This battle rap crew shit get out of hand, man. I don't understand what the hell's going on no more with this shit. You know what, more, BD? It seems like people are joining crews because they feel like that helps them on URL, get a look on URL, or get to the stage. What are your thoughts on that?
Nah, there's no shortcuts here. You know what I'm saying? There's a particular crew that recruited a new member, and he thought that he was just going to come on to the Born Legacy, but that member has to understand that he must do what everyone else in the culture has done to become validated. You must go to the proving grounds. It's just what it is. You can't break the system.
You talking about Mac
I'm not saying anything. Mac did his proving ground, so it wasn't.
That's what I thought.
Oh. Yeah, it was another individual who didn't think that, because he battled guy. Listen, I have seen guys go on other stages, on other leagues, and they battle names, but they've come to that little room and folded. You know what I'm saying? They have come to that little room and folded because it means so much more. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? It means more. You know what's going to happen if you lose on URL. They're going to get on you. It's going to be bad. If you go down to
that's my problem. I don't mean to cut you off, but that's my problem right there.
Right.
My problem is, like you just said, you said they know it means so much more. If you lose, they're going to get on you. That's the problem. Before, if they lost, they ass ain't coming back no more. I'm waiting for you or Smack to make a blog personally and be like, yo, we changing this shit, bro. We want the best here. We want elite here. We don't care about how cool we are with you. We want the top niggas here because it was like that before. It was always like that. Only the top niggas stayed. I don't know when you started giving niggas all these shots and all this shit. I really wish y'all would go back to how it used to be with only the best, only the sharp survivors was there.
Right. Well, you know, a lot of time, you know, you got to understand too, guys. As time progresses, you have 1 million leagues, right? And out of those 1 million leagues, they're all trying to do the same matches that you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So everything speeds up when you have competition, right? So now there's levels to it. You know, if somebody gets killed, you know what I'm saying, or has like not a good showing, then, you know, of course, the more bigger marquee events like the Summer Madnesses, the Gnomes, they got to sit out because they didn't show up. You feel what I'm saying? Like if you choking and you're badly, you know, everyone has an off night. I can't put you on Summer Madness next. I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to hear that. So I think the guys that we've picked that are on this card, they haven't taken like any devastating losses. Like no one's really been 3-0 recently that you could say, oh, well, he doesn't really deserve to be on it. You know what I mean? Everybody's pretty much showing up and is still in demand or has a good name, you know? And, you know, it's a lot of variables that determine whether someone sticks around. Sometimes you need to lessen the competition for certain guys, and you put guys that are on their skill level that make an interesting fight. You know, so while you have, like, some UFC fighters, right? Like, say you got, like, Chuck Liddell, right? Always with the mohawk that was knocking dudes out. He's retired now, or he's a little, you know, older, but there's talk of him coming back. But you're not going to put him with the kid that's 26 years old, but you might put him with somebody else that has a veteran name, maybe, but they're not as hot, but because the two of them are together, the match can make sense, or it could be an entertaining match. You know what I'm saying? So it all depends. You know, I feel what you're saying, but then in the same token, it's like if we don't do certain matches, other people are going to do the matches. So if I'm trying to be the competitor in the space, I'm doing all the matches, every one of them. Every one I can do, one-offs, Born Legacy, Proven Grounds. We're doing every single match that we could possibly try and do.
I'm talking to you. You ready? I'm talking to you. We see it. Talking to you. I'm talking to you.